Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of Metal Mark the Boss Twitching. I'm Metal Mark the Boss. Yeah. Last time I had a crash out.
But he couldn't reel it in. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
And he get open.
To throw again. Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
I think they're going to put me on the dude to the left, and they put me on the guy on the right, and then I take off the other way.
Be careful about being too cautious.
I thought he was
closer. You can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Wilson's got it complete.
Look at this, like I told you.
Tackled inside.
They're not a bad
40,
team,
not
but
quite to the 35.
normally
it's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And now they're playing
just 2
like
minutes
excellent
remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Even when they pick passing plays.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll drop to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
They run again with Hines. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Hines. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's got Smith here.
Get out of bounds.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the...
My first risk of crash out. Trying one of these practices. We're talking about practice.
Fellas, we've got to have a great practice today. There's no other option. We've got 17 weeks, we strap it up and we get better each week. This is one of those times you got to take advantage of it, all right? So let's get at it.
180! What's that? That 180. What's that? That 180. Like that.
What? Bro.
Tonight, 120. What's that? Here goes tonight, black 20. What's that? Tonight, 120. Hey, tonight. Not 180. Turbo set.
Oh man. That was not what I was trying to do.
Here we go. Black 20. Set. Set. White 20. Set. Here goes tonight. White 20. Turbo set.
Ah, that was my bad. Crap. It's like, you know, you get fixated on the person you want to throw to.
180.
And it's like almost impossible to back my hand off the trigger.
What's that? Set. 180. What's that? Set.
Almost had that. Come on.
Set. 180. What's that? Tonight, white 20. What's that?
Get out of here. You didn't get your feet in? Who was that? Slayton?
Here goes
Had to
tonight.
be.
180.
It's like this dude's, it's like kryptonite to put his feet in bounds.
Set. 180. Set. Set. 180. What's that? Here we go. White 20. Turbo set. Hut. Black 20. Black 20. Hut.
Oh, come on. I'm hitting hike, and it's like I double tap the button, and they're going, no, that was a throw. And I'm like, nah, not really, but I mean, okay.
We go tonight. 180.
It's because I was playing so much Assassin's Creed. For running, you gotta hit X and tap it. So now I'm hitting it by accident.
Turbo set. Hut. What's that? Hut. White 20. What's that?
That was my bad. Waited too long and threw it in traffic.
Hut.
It's because of these short routes. I'm not a real big fan of these short routes. It's one thing to do one. It's another thing to do a whole shit ton of them.
What's that? Who goes tonight? 180. What's that?
Hit the wrong button. Sent them deep. I told you this was going to be crash out worthy.
Black 20. Hut. Hut. 180. What's that? Here we go. White 20. What's that? Hut. 180. Hey, Hut.
This is it. You only got one shot. Time to go for gold.
That was my bad.
Hey, man, that was great.
Of course, they put me in a friggin' field
Taking
goals,
the first
like in
steps
goal
towards
line
success in this league.
situation.
But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
We go tonight.
Then the short pattern wasn't open.
Hut. Hut. White 20. What's that?
Come on, my own dude.
Hut. Black 20. Turbo set.
You just get tired of doing these drills.
White 20.
Can't wait till I gold this, and it's another one I don't have to do.
What's that? Tonight. 180. What's that?
Oh, he got it. I've ran over with him and
Who goes
picked it
tonight?
up.
Black 20. What's that?
Come on. My own dude. So there's always something dicking you over. Now my guy gets in for a fucking
White
sack.
20. What's that? Dot. White. Dot. Here we go. 180. What's that? Dot. 180. Turbo set.
is your last opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Oh,
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know
No, it
what's really
wasn't.
scary? It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching the surface of our potential.
nobody,
This team
like I said,
is so
can't handle that.
So just keep
Not
pushing.
when you're trying to
Push it.
progress your
We're gonna
team, you
get
need the gold. I don't care who wants to snag it.
White 20. What's that? That 180. What's that?
Oh, he made the catch. It was just out of bounds. No. I just timed it a little too late.
180. What's that? Who goes to that? White, what's that? That, black 20, black 20, that. That, white 20. What's that?
Time is running out. This is it. We go for gold.
Slipped it in.
Now that's what I'm talking about, fellas. I don't know what happened between last week and this week, but today was a great practice.
That's
And this
right,
coaching
we needed
staff
that.
is loving it.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. A look now at the Miami offense.
An offensive line play is not something that comes to mind readily, but it's always a big key in a ball game. And already these guys, they're getting it done up front, as we've seen this rushing attack have some early success.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do is have running plays called. Fire out and smack people.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. This is Hunt.
Oh my God, I'm supposed to be passing play. I think I have
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now it's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Now he'll escape to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Now Wilson on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson throwing again. And his throw here's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they'd left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He gets this one to Boyd. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man, Boyd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw again on second down. Wilson under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Wilson. He completes it to Boyd.
Get my dude in.
And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, it's Miller. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Completes it to Miller. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He's going to air it out deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now it's the backup Kaiser. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Oh, boy.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Kaiser now. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darius Slayton, 59 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On second down, this is Edmonds. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Boss. This has been Metal Mark
On play action, Kaiser.
I'll be back with more
Nowhere to
Madden
escape,
2020.
and he goes.
Alright, I'll see you guys. Check out my merch store. Laters.